You're listening to a WNYO original podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of my new podcast. I am joined with my really good friend, Saki. Saki, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Yay.
I'm a little tired, but yeah, I'm good.
So Saki lives in Tokyo, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I'm in Japan now.
Mm-hmm. So how is that going with the coronavirus and everything? What's life like in Tokyo?
To be honest, there's just so many people who going out in Tokyo, and I feel like there's no coronavirus.
Oh yeah?
And yeah, there's so many people who go to the restaurant, who go to work. That's normal. We have a normal life now.
Oh wow, okay. And now you work in a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so business has been the same as usual?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
But there's no school, and my graduation.
Oh yeah.
Family of the graduation is cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
Too, and that's it.
When were you supposed to graduate?
The next week, the 25th March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are they gonna reschedule it, or is it just canceled?
No, just cancelled.
Okay.
That's stupid, yeah.
Yeah, my graduation's supposed to be May 16th, I believe, and they don't know what they're doing yet. They're postponing it for now, or they're not sure if they're postponing it, but they think they're going to. So it'll be at another time. Some schools I know in the States are doing virtual ceremonies. So online, but I have no idea how that works. Yeah. When did you find out that your graduation was canceled?
It was last week, I think. Yeah, last week.
Oh, and how'd you feel?
They announced. That's kind of sad, because this is only one time for my life. And yeah, I really want to join that.
And both of us, Saki and I, met in France, studying abroad. And you want to go to Spain for school, right?
Yeah, I want to study Spanish in there.
Have you started applying yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not exactly. Now we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because of the coronavirus. But that's so weird, because in Japan we don't feel there's a coronavirus.
Really?
But in Europe, they're doing the
quarantine. Yep.
Quarantine, yeah. In France too. And a lot of my friends, they have to go back to their country.
Yeah.
And yeah, my friends who live in France, he can't work and he can't go out. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
Are there a lot of coronavirus cases? A lot of people diagnosed in Japan, or not really?
Now there is more than 1,000.
Oh wow.
People. Yeah, 1,000 case of the corona, but not so much.
Yeah.
But we're not sure, because we didn't test in Japan. We don't test every person.
Yeah.
If you have the
fever. Yep.
Fever, and if you can, I'm not sure, but if you have a fever and you can go out and you can work, if you have a fever and for more than 1 week, you can take a test.
Oh, okay.
But if you have not like that, you can't have the text.
Okay.
So maybe there's some people who has the corona, but we don't know.
Yeah.
And then we go out and yeah.
Yeah, it's a big problem in the US right now, especially where I live in New York. There's a lot of people with the virus.
Mhm.
And right now they're trying to make sure, especially in New York, and California too. California is on a full lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in New York, they're trying to implement that more. But a lot of people are still going out and
Mhm.
doing whatever. And it's like I have not left my house in 6 days.
Well.
But a lot of people are leaving. Like this was supposed to be our spring break, so a bunch of people went on vacation, and a lot of people are angry
Yeah.
because they're like, it's just gonna keep spreading
Yeah.
if you go on vacation.
And
You
I
don't
heard
quarantine.
about in US, like there's some people who have not the assurance.
Oh, insurance.
Assurance
Insurance? Health insurance?
for the hospital.
Yeah, insurance. Yep.
Insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, health insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem in the US. I heard about that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we don't have the same kind of healthcare as other countries. Like in France, I remember the difference being before I went over, they told me that if I had like a crazy illness or if I broke a bone or something and I had to be in the hospital, the insurance, like everything would be totally covered and they would pay for my mom to fly out to come visit me and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, and in the US, it's not like that at all. Like, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little rough. They don't have enough tests to go around here. So it's kind of scary.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so only like certain people are getting tested right now, like if you have a bunch of the symptoms and everything, of course. But then there's some controversy because some celebrities are getting tested despite not having all the symptoms. So it's, yeah, Twitter's all a rage right now in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are just angry.
I think in Japan, I'm not sure about the government of Japan. They think only about the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, this year we have the Olympics in Tokyo.
The coronavirus hasn't really stopped life in Tokyo, but do you know if it stopped a bunch of things from happening outside of major cities? Like in any smaller cities in Japan?
No, it's the same thing.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah. And the government, they said, the government gave us that every person, they gave us $200. But I heard in France or in the US, they gave to the people a lot of money.
Yeah, I think they're trying, there are different, like, bills they're trying to pass in the US to try to figure out amounts. Last time I read, I think it was around, like, $1,000, $1,000 US dollars.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's so many.
Do you know what the conversion rate is?
No, I don't know.
I don't remember either. I used to be so good at this. Conversion rates, like when I was in France, I'd be able to go from dollars to euros and everything.
No, yeah.
Yeah, now I have no idea. I'm so out of touch. So, Katie, one of our friends from the US, you know, who was in France with us, she has a friend who's in Besançon right now on lockdown.
Really?
Yeah, because a bunch of the study abroad programs in the US got canceled, of course, and people were sent home.
Japan too.
So that program was canceled, but I think she elected to stay. So she's just there now until they're, you know, deem it okay for her to return. So I'm glad we went when we did. Last year.
So she's blocked at the Besançon, c'est ça?
Yeah, Katie's friend.
Katie's friend. Okay.
Yeah. Did you have friends from Japan who were in France?
Yeah, but all my friends, they already got in Japan.
Okay. Were they upset?
Yeah.
Because
they're upset. Sad.
Your program's there. Your program had you in France for a year, right?
Yeah, until December.
Mm-hmm.
End of the December. Yeah.
So how long were your friends there for? Only a couple months?
Oh, I think 6 or 7 months.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd be so upset if I didn't get my full
Yeah.
thing. And I feel kind of bad because the coronavirus is a really big deal in the US. Well, first, the president said it wasn't a big deal. Are we surprised? And then, um, and then more people started getting affected and everything, and now he's like, okay, well, it's kind of a big deal. But since it's a big deal, I feel kind of bad because when I found out that my school was becoming fully online now, I found that out, I think, like March 11th, and March 13th,
Yeah.
I left school, so I've been home since then.
Okay.
Yeah, I found out that everything was going to be online, and I was just upset because, like, it's my last semester at school.
Yeah.
It's my last, like I'm missing graduation too. Like, you understand. Like, graduation's not, going on. I missed, my last semester with my friends. I had 2 days to, like,
Friends, yeah.
pack up and say goodbye to everybody. But then I'm realizing, like, people are dying of this, and I'm like, okay, I can give up
Yeah.
maybe my last couple months for people. Do you live at home when you go to school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you have to do any online classes or no?
No,
Oh, okay.
we haven't. Yeah. That's so bad. But I think we know that is from China,
Mm-hmm.
and now there's all over the world. But at the beginning, there is a discrimination
Yeah.
for the Asian people, and I hear from my friends from Vietnam. I think he has a discrimination in France.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of upset about that.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, this is not this shouldn't be the reason to the discrimination to the Asian people, to the to the people, and then now we have big problem, and this is the time to to connect
Connect, yeah. There's been racial discrimination in the US. I know, I've read articles about it. For a while, some people weren't ordering Chinese food because of the virus, and I was like, are you kidding?
That's so stupid.
It is. It's so stupid. I was like, first off, why? But second off, like, they've been living here for how long? It's not like they just contracted a virus and it's gonna go in, like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
And then when it was affecting Italy so strongly, no one was not buying Italian food. I was like, interesting. That's interesting. So people are just racist. Cool. Like,
yeah, it's kind of sad.
It's so sad.
Maybe this is not the problem of the coronavirus. This is the problem of the human, maybe.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then I saw some things online that, like, some Americans weren't buying Corona beer. And I was like, you're dumb.
Oh.
Like, I hate living in the US.
Yeah.
I hate this. I wonder what the CLA must have been like when the virus just started. Because it's a full international school. I'm sure people were worried about, like, their families and everything. Like, I spoke to Hao today, actually. Like, I texted him. And he said he's on lockdown in France. Yeah. It's just crazy. Did you have any international students at your school in Japan who had to get sent home?
I don't know. 'Cause maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But they stay in Japan, I think.
Oh, they're still there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I had my school canceled. So we have like study abroad where you go for like a semester or whatever, and then
Mhm.
they have week-long study abroads where you go on like a
Mhm.
trip to Paris or something for a week with a class. And
Yeah.
those were canceled before all school got canceled. So they canceled
Wow.
like the week-long trips that were supposed to be for spring break, which is this week in March. They canceled
Wow.
those I think in earlier March, I believe. And then everything got canceled. And then last night, my friend was supposed to go on a trip in May with the school, and they canceled that. So
Oh,
everything's just
that's
kind
too
of
bad.
canceled. Yeah, and then my school is sending emails like on the daily with new updates. Because a lot of
Mhm.
students who lived on the campus, like half my stuff is still on campus because they were basically like, okay,
Mhm.
you can leave your stuff. We don't know what's happening. Just like leave if you're going to leave. So I left. But they're like, okay, one day you'll be able to pick up your stuff probably in May. And I'm like,
Mhm.
cool. That's cool. And like I understand no one knows what's going on, but it's so
Mhm.
frustrating.
Yeah. But I think the Japanese people,
Hmm.
they always wearing the mask and
Oh yeah.
washing the hands. Like when I was a little, my parents or my teacher always told us like you should wash your hands after you get home every time,
Hmm.
or like before you're eating something every time, and we used to do that. So, but in France or in Europe, I I feel like they don't do that. I realized that they don't do that when I was in France.
Hmm.
So maybe that's why there is a lot of case in France now. Or like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah,
Yeah, it was
I think.
crazy to me to see all like the people like, okay, like in the US, like you have to wash your hands, and I'm like, isn't that common
Mhm.
knowledge? That you wash your hands? Like you mean you
Yeah.
haven't already been washing your hands? Are you nervous about the coronavirus affecting Japan stronger in the future or not really?
Not really, but I don't know. But I want to go. I want to go study abroad again.
Mhm.
So I hope it's gonna. Yeah, it will finish soon. Or like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when would that start?
Um, I'm planning to go to Spain next year. Well, maybe then maybe this September
Oh, cool. Okay.
if I could. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping it all works out.
And you?
Yeah,
When you go?
I
When
have
you
been
go to the yeah.
I have applied for 2 jobs teaching English, one in Luxembourg, one in France. The France
Mhm.
one, they can place me anywhere in the country. So, I put my
Oh,
top
that's
choice.
cool.
I know, I put my top choice as Besançon. Hopefully I can go back. Um, but I find out about those. I'm supposed to find out in April. So next month, super soon. But I'm not
Wow.
sure if
Yeah.
they're gonna postpone it because of the virus,
Yeah.
which would mean that I don't have a backup plan. Because I put
Mm.
like all of my effort, all of my time, all of my wishes and hope into these 2 things.
Yeah.
Because like you never know this is gonna happen.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
yeah, so I'm not really sure
Wait.
what I'm gonna do.
For how many years?
It would just be for 1 year. I think I could do the France
Oh.
one for up to 2 years actually, but the other one's
Mhm.
just for 1 year. So
Uh. But that
yeah,
would be awesome. You
it.
get to the
Hi, I hope it works
phone
out.
game.
And then I can visit you in Spain. You can come back to France or
Yes.
Luxembourg, wherever. We can go back to Italy
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
Did you see? I don't know if you saw this, but there are photos of Venice now, and all the water is clear because no people have been like there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that
I
insane?
saw that.
Yeah, when we
Yeah.
were in Venice, the water was not as clear at all. But I saw these beautiful photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still beautiful.
I know. Oh yeah. Oh, it was gorgeous when we were there. But like seeing these photos of people just staying inside in Venice for only a week, like how different it looks now is insane to me.
Yeah.
There's no pollution there because no one's out polluting it. There are no boats running.
Oh.
Yeah, because everyone's staying inside. So a lot of people are not practicing social distancing, which is like you're not supposed to be within 6 feet of people. Like you're only supposed to go out for food or for like necessities. But a lot of young people, and it depends. It's not really just young people. It kind of depends. But a lot of them are just going out anyway, and they're going to like bars, which are now closed. But they're going to like bars. They're partying. They're hanging out with large groups of people. Like you're not supposed to be in a group of more than 10 now. Yeah, it's insane.
It feels like the vacances, no?
It feels like what?
It feels like vacances.
Oh yeah.
Vacation.
This is supposed to be our vacation this week. So today's Saturday, so vacation would have been ending like tomorrow. But yeah, people are still living their lives, which is like in the beginning.
So they worked?
Or
like they work in the house.
Yeah, so a lot of people have to work from home now if their job lets them. But like some people now just don't have jobs. Because like if you work at like I have a friend who works at Michael's craft store, which is just like a place where you buy like paints and like sewing stuff and crochet stuff. And that's closed now, and you can't really work from home for that. And like my dad is an electrician, so he has to go into people's houses, but because people don't want to be around other people, like you can't you can't really do that from home. It's kind of hard. I worked for my university. So now I'm at home. But we're starting our online classes on Monday. So which is going to be a little difficult because I have some professors who are like not technologically
I can imagine.
They're not good at technology. And watching them try to FaceTime 25 people is going to be great.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a teacher assistant for French 101 and for 2 French 101 classes. So I'm going to have to like find a way to like talk to like every student and make sure that they're like learning French from a distance. Like I can't. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
And some people are working from home. So it's just kind of like weird and none of us know when it's going to be over.
And I saw on the internet there was some Japanese who do the working holiday in Canada.
Yeah.
And they all
Oh, you can say it in French.
They all lost their job.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I thought there's so grave.
Like
So big. Maintenant c'est très grave au Canada.
Yes, it's very very serious, very grave, very serious. Yes.
Yeah.
I got you.
Sorry.
So most people like I know we've talked before in the past about like how hard people in Japan work and like their work ethic and everything. Are most jobs or are a lot of jobs that you think people could do from home, or do you think they'd have to continue going into the office if the virus got worse?
Like we continue to go to the office.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that there'd ever be a time where the government would mandate people don't go? Or no?
No.
No?
No.
Oh wow.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yes. If the government
Mhm.
said that all Japanese don't go to the work, and how we could live.
Yeah.
For example, in France, the government paid for the house, for the all of the things.
Mhm.
But in Japan, we don't have. I think we don't have the money. The government don't have the money for cover that, and I think the government they afraid of that. Like, for example, in France, if you go out, and the police, si la police te revêt ça, les gens il faut payer.
Okay.
Il faut payer 135 euros.
Oh wow.
Oui, c'est ça maintenant.
So if the police see someone out, they have to pay
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Mhm.
Wow.
So in US there's not like that?
Not yet. In New York the governor is trying, I think, to make it it's difficult. Like it's difficult to enforce that. I think he's trying at the moment. But I know that one of the cities in my county. Also, the U.S. is weird because there's so many different governments. There's state government, there's local, there's federal. There's like so many different governments. But in a city in my county where I live, Westchester, the city of New Rochelle had National Guard stationed because there was so much of the virus. Like they were stationed there to deliver food to people, so no one had to leave, and stuff like that. So I think it kind of depends on the place for right now, but I do think that it's going in that direction because I think every single state has multiple cases. Except for West Virginia might not. Well, actually, they said West Virginia had no cases, but that's because they didn't test anybody.
Yeah.
So, I think they might have cases now that they've tested people.
And in the US, the people who wear the mask, the older people who wear the mask, or just
it depends.
Or just a few people.
Yeah, it depends. Some people wear rubber gloves when they go out now. Like if they go to the stores, some cashiers do, and some people wear the masks.
And in the store, there's a mask.
Yeah, some people. It kind of depends on the person. I think the belief in the US is if you have symptoms, you wear the mask to protect. Well, okay, it depends. Some people wear the mask to protect others in case they have like a cough or in case they have symptoms. But others wear it so that they don't catch anything. It kind of depends on the person, I guess. But before the coronavirus, like I used to never really see masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in New York, like if I was in New York City, sometimes I'd see the occasional person walk past wearing a mask. But
and you can buy the mask now, because in Japan, in the store there's no mask, so.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of masks anymore. We don't have a lot of masks, or cleaning supplies are hard to buy, like Lysol, disinfectant, toilet paper. People are buying
toilet paper.
It's crazy.
This is so crazy.
It is. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we don't necessarily to have so many toilet paper. But yeah.
Hand sanitizer, you can't really find anymore at stores. I had a hard time finding bread. My family had a very hard time buying bread.
Really?
Yeah, like sandwich bread. Yeah. So like really weird things are kind of missing, but like supermarkets are crazy. Is it the same for you? Is it the same in Tokyo right now?
No. like for only the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of people here are like panic buying in bulk. So they're just buying a lot of stuff because they're panicking and they're scared and they don't really know what to do or how long we're gonna be quarantined for. So I think they're just don't know what to do or how to act.
Yeah.
But like there's no way people need that much toilet paper.
And in Japan, there's a one girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's 11
Mm-hmm.
or 12 years old. She made the mask.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure about, it was 1800 mask. She made it by herself.
Wow.
So, and the cost is her money. And she gave to the government.
Mm.
And the government, or like the media, they said, "Wow, she did the good things," or like that.
Yeah.
But I think this is not her work, or like this is not the things she has to do.
Okay.
This is the things that the government has to do there.
Yeah.
For the people.
Yeah.
So that's so crazy, and I'm kind of upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so bad because it cost $800.
Oh wow.
And yeah, comme dit, les parents, ils ont donné de l'argent.
Okay.
Pour elle, et she gathered the money. Yeah. The money.
Yes.
Is only she did herself. She did. The all cost.
Yes.
Is her pocket money.
Okay. Okay. So she paid for all the materials herself.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she made them, and then she sold the masks?
No.
Oh, she didn't.
Gave.
Oh, so she gave. Oh, she gave the masks to the government.
Yeah, for free.
Oh, and it cost her $800?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yes. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wow.
And the media, they said, wow, she did the good things. Like, yeah, we remercie, we thanks about that.
Yeah.
But this is not the point.
Yeah, it's not.
The government has to do that.
Yeah, it's not
the girl.
It's not the responsibility of the girl.
Little girl, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I will wrap up our podcast recording, and we can chat after. So thank you for joining me on my very first episode, Saki.
Thank you.
I hope you stay.
And I'm sorry, my English and
no
French.
No, you're fine. Your French is beautiful, and your English is still very, very good. So I hope you stay very safe and healthy.
Thanks.